Now, NUP is the leading opposition party in parliament. They have 57 MPs. They basically control Kampala, the world headquarters of potholes. So we also would be begging them for service delivery in Kampala. I think there are other ways. The NUP leadership and a few of our leaders in opposition, they belong to the regime change school of thought. They believe that no meaningful discussion about the future of Uganda can start unless President Museveni and the NRM have been removed from power. And they are entitled to their opinion and they are welcome to do it. I have no quarrel with them. That is their view. Because their position is clear. That we can't talk about the economy, we can't talk about education, we can't talk about anything. All energies must be focused on removing President Museveni and the NRM from power. So we call them the regime change school of thought. I and the DP who belong to the constructive engagement school of thought. Those are very different schools of thought. Ours is legitimate, theirs is also legitimate. I can predict without being a prophet that mine will succeed and theirs will fail. Because it is not based on being organized. The Mandelas were able to advocate for the collapse of the apartheid regime because they were organized. But I've seen the NUP leader when he's on CNN and they say, okay, you now articulate your alternative vision. Ugandans are worried that you don't move from bad to worse. Okay, if this is bad, you want to go to worse. There are regime change extremist elements in the Western world. And of course they fund that. Because exploiting Africa depends on dividing Africa. If Africa is not divided, our gold is safe, our diamonds are safe, our cobalt is safe, our oil is safe. But if Africa is divided, then you have Congo, where the Congolese, in Congo everybody should be driving a Bentley. The British should be the one mopping the houses of the Congolese. The Americans should be slashing the compounds in Kinshasa. So, that is his school of thought. Now, if you're a regime change fundamentalist, you must then say, don't lend money to these countries, don't do what. But let me tell you, Uganda is considered an anchor state in this Great Lakes region. We are a small country, but we are an anchor state. We can project power to create stability. Our democracy has a lot of room for improvement. I don't like the kind of elections we hold, where there's rigging, there's violence, I don't like that. But every country must face its own demons. Those Europeans also face their own demons and dealt with them. We must also face our own demons as Ugandans and deal with it. Whether it is corruption, whether violence, whether misrule, it is up to us. So we have those who believe in constructive engagement versus the regime change fundamentalists. For them, they have decided that there is nothing to talk about. Then what are they doing in parliament? They talk about the incidents of 18th November. Killings. I have not seen even a motion to appoint a parliamentary select committee to investigate the killings of 18th November. They have leader of opposition, they have opposition chief whip, they have 57. It is like, you see, you must use what you have in your hands. You see, if I'm facing a wild animal, and all I have is a small knife. I cannot be saying, I wish I had a spear. This animal would see me today. So we must fight with what we have. That is the experience of DP. So I think that is their approach. It is part of their maneuvers to promote the agenda of regime change. But regime change is not enough. We have told you that in the person of President Museveni, there are three things. There's Museveni the man, Museveni the machine, Museveni the mindset. You can remove the man, but the machine is still intact. And the mindset. So I think, for me, I can only say, let's see how it goes. But some of us believe in constructive engagement. That's why we believe that we should have these constitutional reforms, which will usher in term limits, which will usher in a better electoral commission, which is appointed transparently so that they can hold free and fair elections. We must have civilian control of the military. We must have devolved powers. Some of us are advocates of federalism, but we need powers to be devolved to the lower levels. There are many proposals that we have. Of course. So, I hope you are clear about that.